I know it's just me. Then I googled it. Hot flashes in your 30s, is this normal? Apparently it is. Hi, my name is Shannon. I'm the head of English at the Asian International School. I'm also, most importantly, a mom to Shevin, who is 11, and Shaneen, who is 9.
Hi, I'm Roshi, and I'm a music teacher at the British School in Colombo. And I am a mother of twins. They're 2.5 years old, Susan and Daniel. Her mum brain, yeah.
It's an actual thing. We're here for It's a Mom Thing.
I'm sorry. Again. Sorry.
We're here for It's a Mom Thing.
With the one and only Yes 101. ඔයගොල්ලන් රැස්ද රැ වෙනකන් ඉන්න.
යකෝ ළමයිට කන්න දෙන්න ඕනේ.
නෑ husband ඉන්නවා. What's something embarrassing your kid has caught you doing?
Wow. You know how when you have long hair and you have a bath, you have like hair.
Yes.
You know, and you only realize that there's hair much later. So I have been trying to extricate hair from said unmentionable place. When my daughter is fine, but when my son has walked in the room, and you know, he's the kind of guy who's very kind of he doesn't react, he responds. So he just stood there for a while looking at me and like, Ma, what are you doing?
Oh my God. So my kids are 2.5 years old.
Okay.
So either everything I do is embarrassing and they don't know how to express it,
or
I'm really cool. No reaction.
I think it's my turn.
Okay.
What was your first thought when you found out you were pregnant?
I knew I was pregnant. It was more of when I found out I was having twins. That was the real surprise. Not that it was a surprise, it was something that my husband and I actually talked about before we went on our way to the scan.
Okay.
Because I was like, what if we're having a girl? And he was like, oh no, that's okay. You know, it's our child. I love her.
Okay.
And then I said, okay, then what if it's a boy? And then he said, oh, that's okay. You know, I still love him. And I said, okay, what if it's twins? I said, oh, well, it's okay. They are kids. I was like, wow, this guy's really okay. And then we go for the scan. The doctor says, just get on the bed, you know, let me scan you. And then he said, oh, you're okay, blah, blah, blah. And then he goes, looks like you're having two. And I was just like, huh?
I'm rather embarrassed to relate mine. But what the hell? We had just got married and it was 3 weeks and I found out I was pregnant.
Nice.
That was my first. My second, I have women issues. I wasn't having a monthly visitor for a while and all of a sudden I just went off coffee, and coffee is life to me, and the only time I can't have coffee is when I was pregnant. I didn't believe I was pregnant.
Oh my God.
Despite many tests, I was just like, when I was in year 9, they told us that you have to have your period and only then will you get pregnant. I have not had a period in a while, so I cannot be pregnant. So actually at the scan, I think the radiologist had to give me a health lesson
one-on-one.
to tell me, you know, that no, you can ovulate even without your
Oh my goodness. What's the hardest thing about being a mom?
Oh wow. I think the hardest thing about being a mom is that we put so many expectations on ourselves. You know, this whole idea of being a super mom, and like, you know, you want to do it all. You want to work, you want to do stuff that makes you happy. You also want to spend time with the children. And the hardest thing about being a mom is actually kind of managing yourself, like holding yourself back and saying, you know, it doesn't have to be this hard, it doesn't have to be this difficult, and you know, constantly just questioning yourself and being like, you know, I get to decide how I am a mom because there's no one else like me out there. So that's the hardest thing about being a mom, and I think it took me many years to come to that realization. So that's definitely the hardest thing about being a mom.
I think for me it was like you said, you know, putting a lot of pressure on yourself.
Yeah.
Because I had twins, I had no time to really think. It's like you just do what you have to do, you know, you worry about the repercussions later.
That's true.
I've learned so much with them
Yeah.
and from them. I also had a very good mother who was
Okay.
a role model for me.
Okay.
You don't get what you want.
Mm.
You only get what you need. So it's been hard keeping, I think, being true to myself.
I understand.
But
Yeah, I agree.
I'm trying. I'm trying. The other thing is, no one will, give you that affirmation you need.
True.
So you have to just do
Give
it for
to
yourself.
Yeah. Definitely.
Yeah.
Do you ever get time for yourself?
Wow. I try. I really try. I remember coming home from the hospital 6 days after the babies were born. I just told my husband, I need to get out of the house. And we just went to the supermarket, left the babies at home because they were too small to even, with their grandparents. Don't worry, they were not alone. Just went around the corner to the supermarket, and I had a C-section. So I'm holding my stomach and walking.
Oh, God.
But I was like, oh, this is so nice. It's nice to see the supermarket again. But all I just walk into some shop and just do window shopping or something.
Okay.
I try. I really try.
I became a mom at like 23 or 24. So
Wow.
when I became a mom, I don't think I knew I needed to take time for myself. So my baby was just like my everything, and then the other one came along, and then I just got so kind of caught up in being like their mom, I forgot who Shannon really was. So I think lately I have started to like work. I really enjoy what I do, and I love my job. So that's kind of time for myself, and I also make it a point to exercise frequently. So and I like to do that alone. So please don't ask to come on a walk with me. That is a very, very important me time. That's time for me. I will get a book and I will go into a corner. But the good thing is that my kids have also picked that up.
Yeah.
So sometimes all three of us are in this bed, and I have an arm on my stomach and something else on my legs, and But we're all reading and we're in our little bubble.
Yeah.
But we're together. Oh my God. Okay. Oh, it's just one more question. Yay.
No,
There's a bonus question.
Have you had the talk about the birds and the bees yet?
Oh my God, yes. It was funny because my children brought it up.
Oh no.
My son had this extremely scientific explanation for it, and my daughter had this extremely romanticized version of it. She was like, no, you can only have babies if you go for dinner, have wine, and then sleep in the same bed. And my son was just like, what are you talking about, Nangi? That's not how it happens. This is how it happens. And then we had the whole,
Oh no.
sperm conversation. I just sat there and I was just like, I can't say that word right now, but I thought that
No,
word.
yeah.
And I was just like, how do I do this? And it's always like when you're a little older, I will add to this kind of repository of information that you have. We've had the conversation. It's not that bad. I think children need to know about this because sexual predators are a thing. I'm sorry, I'm just going to put that there. If children know what has to happen, then they won't be, victims of this. Please, how will you have the sex talk?
I'll tell them how, just how my best friend and I figured it out.
Oh God.
My kids are 2.5 years old, and there's no way I'm having this conversation right now because they'll be like, obviously in the future I will have the conversation with them. My best friend and I, we decided we're going to take Barbie and Ken and figure this out, right? And we're like, oh, maybe when they pee together, the pee meets and something happens. And I think finally my best friend's mom had the talk with her because she knew that we were trying to figure things out, and actually gave her a book. And then my best friend is really my best friend. She's the one who educated me in that sense. But I'm so glad because I wouldn't want my children to go and explore and try to find out how things are, because it can go south. So I know what I have to do. What? Go south. No pun intended.
Do you miss the life you had before children?
I miss the life I had before marriage. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. The life I had before children, no, I think it's a no for me, because we were married for about 8 years before we had our kids. And then when our kids came along, it's definitely, they have been the joy and the pride of our lives. So yeah, that's me.
Oh.
What about you?
So I had them really early. So, I mean, I do remember when I was at home with the kids, my friends' Facebook profiles, and I think Instagram had just started up then. Like, they were, you know, really living the life. Can't remember whether I was envious of them at that point, because if you ask any of my close friends, I've always wanted kids. Like, I am a child magnet. One of my friends calls me the child whisperer. Like, I can't look at a child, that child will start laughing and giggling. So, so it's a skill. Do I miss the life? No, because I still try to do things that I'm passionate about and things that make me Shannon and not Ammi or, you know, Ma. No, it's a hard no. I do not regret anything.
Yeah.
Totally. I mean, and then I catch myself and I'm like, Shannon, you're doing a horrible thing. Don't judge other moms. Maybe there's a whole thing, you know, whatever. But sometimes I do. But sometimes, like, if they're a friend or something, I'll go and tell.
Yeah.
I'm like, you know, Baba bimatiyan done natang oluwa petali venawa. Right? Okay. You're just gonna have, like, you know.
I've done that too.
I've done that too. I'm like, you know, daan done, bima daan done, badatat daan done, de pettama karan done. Yeah, it happens. It does. You sometimes do. I saw earlier. I'm just saying.
With who?
When we were getting makeup done.
Yes, 101.